In the odyssey to reverse RETT syndrome, you never know who or what will appear to advance the agenda. This time around, it came in the form of an internationally acclaimed supermodel named Linda Taylor. She is now a member of the board of RSRT, the RETT Syndrome Research Trust, and a tireless fundraiser for the cause. Her involvement in reversing RETT has become a passion and a way of life for her. I asked how it happened.
I was in Greece. I literally knew nothing of RETT. I knew what Jason was involved in shooting a film, a documentary on a syndrome. I knew very little. I was still in Greece shooting a film on my own. But then I came back end of October, November, and yes, I have the production is done. Would you like to see it? I said, sure. But from a business standpoint, as a filmmaker and a friend with Jason, I said, let's just wrap it really well and produce it really well. And what do we need to do? Distribution house and knocking on people's doors to make the documentary it's known and it's his work. But then I said, and I'm just torn apart. This is more than just a documentary. This is something that went to my heart. This is not business. This is nothing to be sold as a sell documentary. This is something to join, something to help. Next thing I know, besides calling Jason and tell him that I want to be part of it, and what can I do? No, not as a producer, but what can I do to help? I spoke with Monica before I even spoke to Heidi and Jonathan, and before I even knew them, before I saw them. One day, and me and Monica, we were on the phone. And although Monica, she's on the East Coast, I just felt her pain through the phone. We spoke for like, I don't know, 20 minutes, half an hour. That was very intense for me. Coming from a modeling world where everything is fine and all about beauty and all about, private jets and vacations, and everyone is wealthy and beautiful, and of course I do some humanitarian work. I love children. I help other children around the world too, but nothing like that. So the first thing I know, when I spoke with Monica on the phone, and I really felt her pain and I really felt her struggle, and just because the night before I watched the documentary and I just knew what she was going through, it was no way that I could back up from this. There was no way that I'm not part of it, that I need to be part of this reversal. I'll do anything that's possible. I do anything in my powers. Without knowing what's in my powers, I just knew that I have to be with you guys. I have to be part of this. I want to be a mother too. I want to have children too. And now I know them, and I'm part, I've known Jason for 4 years. We've been friends, and I'm just admiring the artwork that he did, that he's a brilliant film director and so compassionate, and the way he captured the whole story is just phenomenal, beyond just a great documentarian. But I want to be part of it, as we're one family right now. That's just how I felt from the beginning.
You're in Greece. You're shooting your own film. You're an internationally acclaimed high fashion model. You've been doing what you've been doing in that area for a dozen years. No doubt you've seen many demonstrations of worthwhile causes. No doubt you've been approached to participate, to do fundraisers, etc. And I also know that you have, in fact, engaged in other humanitarian ventures. I do know that you have, in fact, received a decoration from President Obama. I know that you're not new to the rodeo. But clearly, this specific issue of Rett syndrome has captured your imagination. You say it was the result of a 20-minute conversation with a woman who you had yet to meet, Monica, and then you went to see Jason's documentary. I'm going to ask you now to be more specific as to what it was about this experience as compared to all the other very meaningful and important humanitarian experiences that grabbed you and made you determined to do what you would to end this. Speak to us about that.
By no comparison, there are children around the world that are dying right now as we speak.
Yeah.
As we sit with Hannah right now and play.
Yeah.
There are children around us, and right now they're dying. I'm coming from a country where illness and poor and diseases, they were all around me.
You were Romanian, for the record.
Yes. I'm familiar with pain. I'm familiar with going through struggles, diseases, or seeing children of my family or my friends dying. However, as I said, yeah, talking to Monica, feeling that direct pain the night before I saw the documentary, I connected to Heidi's eyes. I saw that pain. I knew right then that I want to meet this person. I want to see her daughter. I connected right away with Monica when I spoke with her on the phone, and that was a higher pain that I ever felt. It was not just what I saw in Heidi's eyes before in the documentary, but when I literally spoke with Monica, I cannot tell you enough that it gave me chills and goosebumps talking to her. And I don't know how to describe that. As I said, I want to be a parent too, and I want to be a great mother. I want to have healthy children. I want to enjoy this life as much as possible and just, yes, make a difference while I'm here. Everything I touch, everywhere I can. But I also want to have my own balanced life as well. So I put myself through their skin, in their shoes. How would that feel? And like no other comparison, all the other humanitarian work I've done, there is just no comparison to what these families are going through.
Describe to me the moment you looked into Heidi's eyes. The first meeting.
I just cried. I can't describe it because I just cried. When I looked
describe to me what you saw in Linda Taylor the first time the two of you met.
Well, I mean, obviously, Jason had told me a little bit about her, and I knew she was a model, and you know, I Googled her, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. But what struck me when I met her was how warm she is. You know, she's just such a warm. Hannah loved her immediately, took to her, and
speak to me about that. When Hannah meets strangers, people she's never seen before, what's her initial reaction? Is it more, shy and reticent? Is she more outward going? What was the difference when she connected to Linda? That would be important to me.
She connected with her right away, and she doesn't connect with everybody right away. You know, she's going to watch a little bit and see what's going on, and get to know you a little bit. But did you notice that right away? She just went right
away,
to
instantly.
Yeah.
I think Hannah has a very good sense of people.
And she also knows what we like.
Yeah.
She can pick up on it, right? What do you think?
She can almost, I think she almost senses when people
Really like her.
really like her and are interested in her. You see this, she gravitates to those people. People that are a little more standoffish, maybe a little, don't really understand her, she'll tend to keep her distance.
And Linda wasn't afraid of her. You know, a lot of people are afraid
Linda
of her.
wasn't afraid of her.
A lot of people are afraid. They don't know what to do. They're nervous. They don't know what to say, what to do. They're like, oh, you know, they just kind of...
Wait a second. A lot of people are afraid of Hannah.
Well,
No, there's an energy distance.
I think people
they
would.
get uncomfortable.
I think a lot of people when they see severe disabilities
They're uncomfortable.
are uncomfortable, and
uncomfortable.
some people it just manifests in different ways. In Linda's case, in Jason's case.
Yeah, Jason too, both of them.
And Jason had seen
She picked into our energy for sure.
Oh, right away.
yeah, she
Tune in.
feeds off. She can sense that energy. She's an unbelievable ability to sense that.
What did you feel from Hannah when you first
Oh,
looked
she
in
speaks to me so
her?
much. I'm so
Tell
many
me
languages.
Tell me what she spoke
I wish
to
I
you.
could translate to you, but she speaks to me. Therefore, that's why she attracts me. The moment I see Hannah, I see an energy that wants me, and I need that energy. As far as she feeds into us, I feed myself through her energy. I need those angels in my life every day. There is no explanation. I can't tell you the language that I feel from her. Like even when we were listening to Beatles today, I knew that she was just dancing and tuning with us, and we're outside when she was swimming. She was showing us, she was telling us. It's just that she doesn't express it. But her body language, her eyes, her energy, you just feel it. Feel it.
Did you feel when you first met Hannah that she was trying to communicate something special, specific to you, or that she was just opening up?
I think she doesn't see herself the way we see herself.
Speak
or
to me
anyone
about
else
that.
we see children like that disabled with a neurological problem. She sees herself as, hey, welcome. I'm happy to see you. Come here, give me a hug, give me a Eskimo kiss. That's how she sees herself. Yes, she looks in her parents' eyes. She says, "Mommy, I need you." Or sometimes she might have a connection with the person that she feels loved, and the same way she might be able to translate that. But she doesn't see herself as a RETT Syndrome girl. She sees herself just like her sister Jennifer, and like me, and like all of us here.